clearly frustration there for you at the end. Was this a team that knows how to win, a team that won the WAC title on your floor last year in Nevada against a team that's still trying to figure out how to win close games?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I'd say two guys. I mean, between their guard play, in terms of what they did tonight, those guys definitely showed that they've been through some battles, and give them a lot of credit. They made some shots, and in the first half, I don't think they were particularly earned, but nevertheless, they got to the foul line and they made shots.
So it's hard for you to look at the discrepancy in the number of free throws and the number of fouls?
Well, I think that speaks for itself. I'm not going to comment a whole lot on that, but anytime that we got back and we got our defense set, it was pretty hard for those guys. I thought initially early in the game to score against set defense. Anytime you put a good score on the line, it gains confidence for those guys, and kind of got those guys going early in the game.
How crucial do you think was Burton's play at the end of the first half? Do you think if you guys could go back, would you approach that possession a little differently?
Well, I thought we had, for one, I think, for the majority of the first half, we didn't play the scouting report on him particularly well. And maybe even for the whole game, we let him go right. We know, going left, we know coming into this game that he can really score the basketball going left, and there were numerous occasions where we let him, go to that direction, as opposed to forcing him right. He really struggles going right, and makes, hard plays when he's trying to do that. But, give him a lot of credit. He made plays, and he took what the defense gave him.
Did foul trouble change what you wanted to do in that second half?
Well, it was a big foul having Marvell out off the floor. I thought KO came in and did a nice job filling in for him, and made some shots for us and played well. But anytime you take a guy off the floor that can continue to break them down and play in the paint and do different things, it's a bit of a blow to you.
How impressed were you with what Robert Upshot did on the defensive side tonight?
I thought Robert was very aggressive. Gave us a shot blocker inside there. Gave us someone in there that we knew around the basket. Their big guys really struggle scoring over high hands and finishing in there and stuff. And he did a really good job coming in and being an intimidating force back in the back for us.
What in your mind was the difference tonight? What turned the tide?
Well, two guards. Their guards just how I played our guard. You take the two guards out of the equation. We pretty much did what we needed to do on the other guys. But their two main guys came in and got baskets, and they scored for them. And when you're coming in, Burton was the head of the monster, and then Story got his tonight and stuff. Those are feel-good frontline guys, and when they make shots, they're hard to beat.
We'll go to Tommy Tran from ABC 30.
Coach, there you guys go 9 for 21 from 3, but they get 37 free throw attempts, and so offensively, do you think things are flowing a little bit better in terms of the shooting, especially from the outside?
I like what we did offense. I don't think the offense beat us tonight. I thought our defense tonight wasn't where it needed to be in terms of going to two guys that could score the basketball. And between now and the next time we play those guys, we're going to have to do a better job when we know going in that their perimeter guys is the strength of their team.
The scorers, both teams scoring in the 60s, at times felt very frenetic in terms of the pace. Is that something you're comfortable with, or would you like to see a little bit more defensively where you're maybe in the 50s or high 40s?
Well, I think playing for those guys, they're a high possession team. They want to get up and down the floor in transition. I thought it was right where it needed to be for us in terms of winning the ball game tonight. We got it down to, we tied the game. I think we went up a couple possessions there as well. You just got to close out the game. You got to finish strong, and we didn't do that particularly well with stops. We needed stops at the end of the game. We did enough offensively to win the game. We didn't get the stops we needed down the stretch.
Go back to Paul Leffler.
Coach, when you look at this from an emotional perspective, I know every game is its own animal, and you approach that way with the team, but this game was so pivotal tonight. You could have tied San Diego State and UNLV with the win. It's on your home floor. Now you got to go to a tough place, Boise, Wednesday night. How do you emotionally prepare these guys to be in the right frame of mind for that game?
We got to bounce back. In this league, you can only have it for one night. You win, you lose. Very pivotal game for us, absolutely. This time of year, I tell our guys, every game's an NCAA game. Every game that you play, you're playing for something. You're playing for, postseason position. Every game's an NCAA game. Every possession, the urgency you have to have this time of year is very critical. And we had a chance tonight at home to put ourselves in great shape in the Mountain West Conference right now, in the pivotal part of the start of the season.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thanks, Coach Rodney Terry, after Nevada's 68-61 win over Fresno State. Conversation Passion Furniture River Park. There's nothing like it.
Yeah, no,
Bring Randy Rosenblum.